shit, I forgot my coffee. Pause button though. Ooh, modern technologies. So good morning. I realized it was a lie when I said it earlier because I didn't have my coffee. How can you have a good morning without coffee? Mm. Coffee. So yeah, um, that's a good subject to get on before I actually remember what the hell I turned on the camera for. Um, Lies. Most people don't know that it's okay to like say, "Hey, I just talked out of my ass. I don't even know why." I thought that was a memory, but apparently I was just imagining things. Just confess a lie. People forget that it's okay to confess a lie. People forget that it's okay to remember incorrectly. And they get backed into corners and they wind up kind of justifying lies with themselves. People justify a lot of things with themselves. Feelings get justified with feelings. A lot of people's significant others have this problem. It's a common problem that arises when a Christian man or a Christian woman is in a relationship with someone who is either behind in faith or struggling with their faith. It's that they wind up getting upset, and the Christian actually tries to fix the problem. And that's a mistake. You don't want to make that mistake. At least don't go right there. Don't do that. What you want to do is sympathize with them first. Okay. And make sure that anything you say is not going to be construed as an accusation. And if they seem to take it that way, you got to immediately apologize. No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm having struggle thinking of specifics right now because that's not the point of this video. I did not hit record to talk about lies and fucking little silly arguments and stuff like that. But remember, it's okay to confess a lie. It's okay to confess a feeling in error because that's often a lie to yourself. You're misinformed and you want to stick with that feeling, but you don't have any justifying for it. So you're like, well, they should just care that I feel this way because I feel this way, even if I am wrong. No, they shouldn't. You should grow the fuck up. So, the point of the video, I was gonna make a little flat Earth video because that's just fun. Um, um, but what I'm gonna do instead is talk about some very light subjects. Very light. I like seeing my hands on this thing because it's kind of just silly. But I apologize if it's just kind of weird for anybody. I, I, I didn't think this out. Do I look like I thought this out? I didn't think this out. I just fucking got bored of watching TV and I came back here and I fucking hit record on something because I thought I had something to talk about. By the time I got my phone set up, I had forgotten something, thought of something else, and then decided I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But the very, I don't want to say, very casual conversation we're going to be having today with myself. I'm going to be having with myself. There's kittens over there. I gotta have it with the kittens, but I was going to talk to you people instead. Camera. And apparently there's people on the other side of this little box with the lights on it and stuff. So I'm going to talk to them. Not the kittens. Not myself. And we're going to be discussing the meaning of life. And the definition of God. Nothing serious. Nothing too intense. Anyway. Obviously, if you believe in God, you already understand that the meaning of life and the definition of God go hand in hand, and you cannot understand one without the other. So if anybody is not interested in the definition of God, good luck with the fucking meaning of life. Okay? That said, the meaning of life is pretty simple. You're here to live it. And I don't mean like, if it feels good, do it. Don't. You're not here to be ridiculous and indulgent. You're not here to do things that 1,000 people are fucking doing every single night in your city. Okay? Hedonism, that's not living life. That's wasting your life. Life is about a journey. A journey that you and God agreed to before you came into this world. Now, I have the benefit of remembering what happened to me before I came into this world. So these things aren't a mystery to me. I'm not making this shit up. Okay? This is science fact to me. I have learned it through observation. I had set conditions upon my life experience by which variables could signify whether or not theories were accurate. And guess what? They've all panned the fuck out. Okay? I get frustrated a lot because, in spite of the fact that I've, got pretty significant educational accomplishments, that people tend to dismiss me, even though there's thousands of people who have similar theories. People tend to dismiss me as if they're fucking smarter than me. People who used to cheat off me in science class. Like, literally, this has happened. For fuck's sake. Really? I just try not to talk about myself because I don't like to talk about myself. I'll let Karen talk about me. Okay? My wife can tell you all about what this fucking big, dumb looking head used to fucking do in school. And if I talk about anything I've done, it's going to be like car related because I like cars. I like to drive and I like to build cars and I like to design cars and I like to hear, see, hear, listen to. Um, see, that's called living life. I was just encapsulated with memories and stroking my beard for no reason because I had lived life and I could sit and enjoy it and savor the experience and be like, yeah, next time I'm gonna have to use some harder front springs, get a little harder on them brakes that I just put on there. The fuck did you do? Go out and drink with your friends. Let some shit happen in your life. See if those friends are gonna be there. Hmm? You think? Maybe a couple of them. Maybe if you're all they got. But in general, all them people that you so happy to see, don't give a fuck about you. Are you mad? Oh, look, 9 minutes. Have I talked about fucking anything yet? Excuse me. Getting way too much oxygen. I need to relight my cigarette. Are you getting enough oxygen? My fucking eyebrows. Oh my god. Um. So yeah, the meaning of life. Enjoy it, but find out what true enjoyment is, because true enjoyment, for me, in cars, is appreciating that team of engineers, that company that brought me that piece of equipment. And that company that made those aftermarket mods, that company who made those tires that just worked so good on it, you know? And I have love for those people. And I'm thankful for those people. When you enjoy something, take a moment to be thankful for all those who brought that to you. Be thankful for those in the past whose steady stream of inventions led technology to the point to where you could enjoy it on that level. Be thankful for every breath you can take, that there were enough trees that hadn't been chopped down that you can breathe it. Life is about love and thanksgiving. The meaning of life is to not think that it's a mistake for you to be here. The meaning of life is to know that you are exactly where you belong. There is no escaping fate. There is no denying purpose. Might sound familiar, but it's fucking true. And if you are thinking that your purpose is to deny your fate, then you are being deceived by something. And you are arrogant to think that there's nothing out there trying to deceive you. Oh boy. Boy, the shit I done seen, I can tell you. But I don't fucking have that much RAM on my phone. Okay. So, what's the definition of God then? The other thing that I'm going to have apparently is the title of the video up there if you're on YouTube. I don't even know what the hell computers look like anymore. I used to be a tech and freaking PlayStation and a phone now. Phone's got a keyboard. I can type really fast on it. My new keyboard kind of sucks, but I'm going to stop babbling now, so fuck that. I'm going to try not ashing in my coffee this time. I didn't really ash in my coffee. Look, there goes my shitty lighting. Hello, shitty lighting. Come back. Come back, shitty lighting. Yes. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. So, definition of God. Coffee. No, no. Um, I know this is going to be a real news flash, but the definition of God is love. And if you haven't heard this by now, you're just willfully ignorant. Okay. And if you've heard it and you don't think God exists, then you must not think love exists. And if you don't think love exists, then I ask you, why should anybody ever trust you? What moral backbone do you have? What guiding principles determine your judgments? If you don't have the God of love, the God that is love, guiding you, just ask yourself that. Why should anybody trust you? Why should you trust yourself? Fair question. Don't be defensive. Ask yourself. Because even if you don't like anybody's definition of God, at least acknowledge the fact that there is a faith that considers God Almighty to be undefinable. By definition, the word they use for it implies indefinability. Every aspect of God that is communicating towards man is considered to be a face of God. What? That's why they use different words in the Old Testament for God, because there were different aspects of God Hebrews knew about. See, atheist, your problem is Most of the Christians who talk to you weren't idiots, they were misinformed. They're not willfully ignorant, they've been misled by wolves in sheep's clothing. And you've wound up hating a straw man argument. God is nothing you would have a problem with if you actually got to know the New Testament Christian version of it. Okay? If you actually got to know some rare Buddhist sect or some rare Hindu version of it. But if you want to keep things logical and simple, and you want to actually have a chance to blend your philosophy with science and understand that God is love and that makes perfect sense out of everything, including why bad things happen, I probably get that in another video. It's for your benefit. You'll feel better. You'll find inner peace, whatever you want to call it. You'll find the meaning of life. You'll find the definition of God. The definition of God is you don't need it, just have faith. Okay? You understand that God is love, then no false God can deceive you. Well, kids, it's been fun. I think I might have forgotten what I was saying for a brief second there when I got on a big rant and thunder hit. I should know better to make one of these videos during a storm because of the little who I am thing. But anyway, that's it. God is love. And before you came into this world that you complain about, guess what? You and God took a little walk all the way through it. And God looked over you and said, pretty cool. Sure about this shit? And guess what you said, you chicken shit motherfucker? You, in your greater spiritual form, said, fuck it, let's go for it, man. Does that feel wrong to anybody? Do you not know that I speak the truth? Can you even raise a logical argument to that concept? Doesn't it just make sense? Doesn't it decrypt all the bullshit puzzles you've had in your head? Or have you never even given a thought to the concept of free will? It's disturbing how many people haven't given a thought to the concept of free will if they want to say, I don't believe in God because you let bad stuff happen. God doesn't let bad stuff happen. People make bad stuff happen. God gives them free will. You understand? Natural disasters, that's fate. If you look at the greater scheme of things, and if you drop this petty notion that reincarnation doesn't exist, then free will becomes a whole lot more easy to understand. Natural disasters, first of all, you got to define what's a natural disaster, because a lot of natural disasters are the result of us just fucking creating chaos in our breathable atmosphere. Um, but natural disasters, they're kind of like bosses on video games. They're kind of like reset buttons. They're kind of, you know, I hate to say this, but when something really bad happens to an impoverished area, those people are usually reborn to better lives. and even if it's in that same area. Because, unfortunately, another side effect of free will is that you people are apathetic. You don't want to just go help people. You want to just sit around and fucking complain about it. Oh, it's God's fault. Why should I care? You don't connect the thoughts like that. But you know what? That's what you're fucking doing.